What it is, it's a caliper for a car, and calipers in cars have always been made of steel. It was a prototype to make it in aluminium. We made lots and lots of components for the car industry. There was cylinder heads made in aluminium that we made in a foundry. It was for some company that wanted it. It turned out all right. Whether they used it or not, we don't know about that. But that's what it is. It's a caliper made in aluminium instead of being made in steel. Yeah, I could still do that now. This is John. I'm CO2 moulding. I'm making a caliper for a car. I was a foreman down in Aston, a little foundry in Aston, a brass foundry, where they made all these brass ornaments, door knockers, animals, different statues, candlesticks. And I was there for about 12 years, probably 12 years, and then went into liquidation. It closed up. In them days, you had to try and find another job, and all you need to do was walk into a foundry and ask if there's a job, and they used to say, yes, start tomorrow. Bring your P45 in and start tomorrow. Yeah, and then I moved down to the Samuel Castings where I are now. And there was probably about 200 working there. They had a die casting shop, a foundry. There was a fettling shop where they cut the risers off and things like that. It was a good foundry. It was a clean foundry, but very, very cold in the winter time. I worked on my own and done everything myself. My typical was green sand, and when you make it and cast it, it's still soft. Yeah, the gaffer approached me and said they was going to do a recording of us making this caliper, that he just wanted a record of it. But this CO2, I did both, as I say, but I was just working with the team there just to make this video. People that had to stop work. Everything was kept quiet for this video. There was no sound at all. Dead quiet. What I'm doing, I'm putting CO2 sand, which is sets hard. I'm now flat ramming it down to make it nice and firm, which afterwards I will slake off with a piece of metal. The mould now is nice and level on the top. The next step is to put vent holes in the top, which I'm doing now, putting vents in. I wrap it now so when I turn the box over to take the mould out, it's nice and loose. I'll make the bottom part of the mould exactly the same. That's done now. Now the mould is ready for gassing. I now turn the gas on and put the gas pipes down the vent hole, where when it's with the CO2 gas, it goes very, very hard. Doesn't take long, a few minutes, that's all it takes. That's done now. I turn the gas off, take the pipes out, put a little bit of sand down the holes which I created. It is slaked off again, top of the mould, to make it nice and level. Using a board is I'm going to turn the moulds out of the boxes. Now I'll take the box off the mould. That leaves a nice solid top part and bottom part of the mould, which is passed now down the line to my old mate Ken to finish it off. He blows the sand out and he sprays it with black sand to make it nice and smooth and closes it on. There they are, what we made earlier on this morning, all ready to be cast. The furnaceman's job now to get the aluminium to spec. He's degassing the aluminium, taking all the gas out of the metal. He's taken a test bar which goes to the laboratory to see that the aluminium is good metal. Then he'll start stirring it where it's bad stuff that's in the metal comes to the top. And then he slakes that off, and then it's pure metal ready for casting. Checking the metal to see it's at the right temperature. It's clamped together. Now he's going to cast the mould with aluminium. He's tilted the mould like that, so when the metal goes in and he lowers it, it takes all the air out and it's a nice smooth flow into the mould. It's clamped like that so that when he's pouring the metal in, the two halves don't come apart, and that's the casting finished. He's undoing the mould now, taking the clamp off. It's unclamped and then knocked out. The mould is then sent round, goes to the fettling shop where it's ready to be sent out to the customer.